Over the Line is brought to you exclusively by Melinda Road Studio. For all of your audio editing needs, contact melindaroad.com. MALINDA.com.
Welcome to the Over the Line Fantasy Football Podcast with your hosts, Alex, Papa, Jinx, and Booga, and sometimes B-Man.
I am the man.
And Tall Tom.
I think B-Man needs to go full on like Macho Man.
All right, so we have a lot of people sometimes. Let's just get started.
Yes! Over the Line!
I still fucking hate it when you do it.
Welcome to the OTL podcast. It is Friday, September 25th, and this is chapter 58, and it's the three of us. I'm here with X and Muckin and Lambo.
You'll hear him.
Right,
we got a squeaky toy tonight.
Vocal tonight.
We got a squeaky toy tonight,
Yeah.
so you'll hear that throughout the show.
Disclaimer: we say weird stuff. Muckin, beer preview. Did you like that?
I just liked how you guys looked into each other. We say weird stuff.
We do say weird stuff. Muckin and I say weird stuff all the time.
While looking at each other longingly.
Yes. All right,
Beer
now I do feel
preview,
weird.
please, before you guys get off. Just do it.
Going into October, so we're continuing our pumpkin beer fest here. We got classic Shipyard Pumpkinhead.
Boom. Out of Boston, Massachusetts.
I don't know anything to say
And-
about that.
Granted with a rim job.
The
in
rim job.
honor of Pop-Pop, who can't be with us tonight. Might have a ghost sighting, we'll see.
Debatable.
I don't know, man. He just appears there.
I
You throw it in
understand
the
that.
episode.
Might be behind the camera right now.
Cheers.
All right, so I'm not drinking right now, but this
Yum.
is one of my favorite pumpkin beers.
Yum.
I gave.
The rim job is tasty.
I can't.
I'm anti rim job. Like anti. This beer is good without it.
It is good without it.
It is
but
very
it's
good without
Very
it, yeah.
good with it.
I'm drinking.
I got talked into the rim job.
It's an honor. It's an honor rim job. 3-finger swipe. Pow. Oh, shit. Pow, pow. I'm on the wrong thing. There it is.
Bam.
Get your shit together, host.
Yeah, I know. You're right. Oh, shit. And we're right into week 3 fantasy football. So I have 3 names here. And I want you to tell me if the 3, what's the one word that comes to mind when I say these 3 names? All right. Allen, Jones,
You need
Ridley.
to take one by one because there's a lot here. So take one by one. All right.
No, I want
No.
I want you to what collectively have they all done? What's the thing that comes to your mind when you bring them all together?
They've had a good week.
Hey, one good week.
Who was
Yeah.
it? Who was it?
Allen, Jones, and Ridley. What's something that comes to your mind?
For all 3 of them?
Yeah.
'Cause I got one for 2 of them.
Right.
Let me hear it. Let me hear what you
The
thought.
guy in the middle had one really, really good week.
Right.
And he had one okay week.
Right.
The other 2
so-
had great weeks.
Allen and Ridley, surprising.
Right.
Because I think we all thought Josh Allen was going to be good, but not like
This
top,
good?
not top 3 quarterback
Right.
good.
Yeah, but who's he playing? Like, let's
I don't care
wait.
who he's playing. He's putting up 50 points a game.
I understand that, but when he plays a good defense
That Miami team looked like a bunch of slouches last night.
against Jacksonville,
Yeah, but Jacksonville played good football
played good. Played good.
Yeah.
All right,
like it's very weird and murky right now.
The 3 players you put up there
That's how you feel about
are
it?
very not jointed. Like, okay, so Ridley,
Yeah.
okay, he's a number 1 receiver right now.
Right.
He's gonna be now that Jones is down.
Do you
okay?
think that's
Jones
sustainable? I
had
don't-
a okay week and then had a fucking top 10 week. Like he fucking blew it up last week because
And the week before.
He didn't blow up, but he had a very good week.
All right, so here's the thing about Ridley. His future is very wary now because Jones is out, because they have a couple options. They can move him to the X, move him to primary receiver, Julio's role, where he's going to be facing their top cornerback. They could leave his role the same and have Gage play that top role, where he's going to be facing the top cornerback. In my opinion, from this point forward, Ridley's stock goes down because he is going to be playing the top cornerback on a league per team, and they're going to be focused more towards his game plan, and they're going to let Gurley run the ball, and Gage is going to be more open, and I see Hurst having more potential, but I see Ridley going down with the injury of Jones.
I still think Ridley gets his touchdown.
I think he does. Right, he is a touchdown monster.
Because last year, everybody knew that he was going to get thrown to in the end zone because that's what he did, and they still couldn't stop him.
And on that trend, I think that's the same thing with Aaron motherfucking Jones. Like, yes, obviously always going to feel like a homer pick, but, he is, like I said, he is a rushing yards leader right now, and he's tied in second for touchdowns.
I liked Aaron Jones in the beginning of the year anyway, so that's not that surprising.
So rushing yards in week 1, 66 yards.
Right.
That's average.
Yeah, that's fine. Against the Vikings defense.
But against the Vikings defense that hasn't shown shit this year. But here's the thing. If he didn't have a touchdown, he would have had 10 points.
Okay, that's fine. But what was the Packers' game plan in week 1? What did the Packers do in week 1? Answer me the question, X.
Okay, so
they threw the fucking ball, and Aaron Rodgers had 450 yards passing and 4 touchdowns.
Does it sound like a homer right now? Because now you have to plan. All right, what's the Packers' plan? Are they going to run or are they going to pass? So now you have to pick.
Sounds like a pretty good football team.
Okay, so now you have to pick between, do you start your wide receiver there, quarterback there, or your running back? Right. Now you have to choose. We're talking about fantasy football. We're not talking about real football, fucking asshole.
Yeah, so is Aaron Jones going to be sustainable points-wise?
Right. So
I think so. Week in, week out. I think he's going to get a floor
touchdown dependable.
But he gets the touchdowns. Week in and week out. We've seen that happen for 2 years. This is the second year going straight.
I was going to say last year he got the touchdown.
8 games in 2 years.
What?
We can go back and we can look at last year's stats.
Right.
And there were games where he scored 6 points, and then there were games where he scored 40 points. So he is hit or miss. He is hit or miss. Okay, and then and then you look at the averages. It's like, hey, he scored 10 points this week and 50 points this week. He has a 30-point average.
Muckin, you looking into Aaron Jones' consistency last year?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
fine.
Thank you.
Fine.
No,
fine.
because I'm curious.
Because without the touchdowns, Aaron Jones is a joke.
No, you know what? Aaron Jones is... All right, so listen, Aaron Jones might not be as talented as Christian McCaffrey or Ezekiel Elliott or Dalvin Cook, but he is as talented. He is more talented than David Johnson and Todd Gurley and Melvin Gordon.
Last year,
right now he is. And you
Jamal Williams had just as much opportunities. You can look at it.
But Jamal Williams didn't have close to the fantasy points that he had.
I understand
and that's why
because
Aaron Jones is... No, that's why Aaron Jones
Take the touchdowns
is
away. What is Aaron Jones?
He had 1,000 rushing yards where Jamal Williams only had 600. And Jamal Williams had 7 games in a row last year where he had a receiving touchdown, so he had touchdowns.
That's my point. Without touchdowns, he's nothing.
That's Jamal Williams had 7 games in a row with a receiving touchdown.
I understand that, but who is the leading running back in touchdowns?
Aaron Jones.
Motherfucking Jones.
Right, exactly, and he's the leading league in rushing yards right now.
All right, Ray.
After 2 weeks.
2019 fantasy point numbers.
Right.
4.9 week 1, 27 week 2.
4.9.
That was against the Bears where they only scored 13 points. Hey, Matt, vote for his first start.
Here come the excuses. Come on, Packers.
Go ahead. 27.
15 points week
15.
3. 17.8 week 4. 51 point against
the
5.
Cowboys.
So 3 games with shit.
Shut up. No.
And 1 with good.
15 points is shit.
17. He said 17.
No, there were 2 15 points.
And there was 15. Yeah.
2 15s and 1 17.
How many touchdowns in week 4? In
4 touchdowns in week 4.
First quarter of the season. How many touchdowns?
He had 8.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Without touchdowns,
hold on.
this guy sucks.
4, yeah.
He had 4 against the Cowboys. He had 8 in the first.
So here we go.
Against the Cowboys, he had 4 touchdowns.
Here come the excuses.
There are no excuses. This is the back that he is. He is.
No, he had more of a consistent year than I thought he did last year.
Right.
Because against Detroit, he only had 8, but then he had 18, 45.
So you're happy with your number 1 running back getting 8 points and 4 points.
That happened 3 times last year. He had less than 10 points.
I got to change the clock.
All right. Hold on. We got commercial break. Wow, it's passionate tonight. You better throw your hat back on. We still got 1 more player. We should probably change. We got to see. I want to see how many games last year he had less than 10 points, and then I'll give up. I will.
Less than 10?
Yeah.
With a touchdown or without?
It doesn't matter if you have less than 10.
He had 16 touchdowns. Is he going to repeat that?
Last year he had 23 touchdowns. You fucking idiot.
Perfect.
God damn. Know your fucking numbers before you start talking. You don't even know how good he is, and you hate him. You just hate him because I like him.
No, he's not that good.
He is.
He's not.
Do you know why? Because Aaron Rodgers
gets opportunities on a good team.
Aaron Rodgers is a top 3 quarterback in the league, so he gets those opportunities because they have to shut down Rodgers. It's a perfect match.
You want a chili bet? Top 3?
Who? Rodgers?
Yeah.
No.
Is Rodgers going to be a top 3 quarterback this year?
By the end of the
chili
year?
Bet.
I'll top 5.
No, you said top 3.
I say
you just said top 3.
Talent-wise, he's top 3. Fantasy-wise, I feel like he finishes top 5 because he has.
Now he's already coming
Jones.
up with the excuses. Let's go.
Wow, I feel like every time you say I have an excuse, it's not an excuse.
You just said he was a top 3. I challenge you to a bet. You fucking back out.
Right, and I'm betting 2 spots. I'm saying I'll take a bet to 2 spot difference.
Yeah, okay.
I got 2 horns, 2 spots.
Yeah, perfect.
2 X's.
So what do you want to know? How many more times he had less than 10 points?
Yeah, how many games did he have less than 10 points last year?
So how many games total?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
That's it.
Huh.
A third of his games. There you go. So 66% of the time he scores
He
more
had
than 10
23
points.
touchdowns, Alex.
Right, I know. And he was a top 5 back. I am. And it looks like he's trending that way this year too.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. What I'm saying. That's my opinion.
3 bad games.
So I'll take that for my number 1 running back.
Where do you feel Aaron Jones
Henry didn't. Yeah, he
don't do shit till December.
Well, last year he was better, but he had games that got me single digit.
He
points.
had 9 points this past week. Did he not?
Right.
Derrick Henry, the rushing leader from last year. Would you rather have Derrick Henry or Aaron Jones?
The only player I expect that from right now, there's
Aaron
only
Jones
2 running backs. There's only 2 running backs I expect that from right now, and that's Ezekiel Elliott and Christian McCaffrey.
To get you more than 15 points every week?
Yeah. The only running
and they get less than 10 points sometimes.
Yeah, they do. So does Saquon.
Saquon didn't have more than 10 points this year.
Saquon last year was boom or bust.
He only had played 6 games last year.
Yeah, but he was also with 1 foot.
Yeah. Well, now he doesn't have anything.
Now he doesn't have anything.
So when we're talking about these top choices, it's like, you have a running back that, he's touchdown dependent. But the opportunity is so significant.
So Aaron Rodgers retires this year. What does that mean?
He gets hurt. Aaron Jones' stock goes down.
Theoretically, if he goes down, if Rodgers goes down,
Aaron Jones' stock goes down.
Yeah.
Right. That's fine. That happens with anybody.
Yeah, that would happen with anybody.
But my point is
there is no point.
23 touchdowns.
That's good.
And to score under 10 points in a week is ridiculous.
All right. So
you're saying he's the
all right. So if he
greatest of all
has
time.
no, I'm not saying that because there are many running backs that are greater than Aaron Jones, and there will always be. I mean, look.
All right, we gotta move on.
All right.
I know.
Josh Allen. What's your opinion on Josh Allen? Do you think it's sustainable?
That's what I was just about to say. I think
is it sustainable?
I think it's sustainable.
To what extent? Like how many?
What? That he'll be a top 3 quarterback this year?
Do you think he has 5,000 passing yards this season?
He might. I mean,
they don't have a run game.
We saw Flash. He's doing it without a run game right now.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't need one.
Yeah, and they didn't really have a run game last year either.
Right. I mean, Singletary gets going.
I think he's fine until the last 6 weeks.
When the pressure's on?
If you look at the schedule and you look at who he's playing defensively.
Oh, really? It's like that?
Oh, it's one of those flips. Like he's playing some.
Well, can you say that because you don't know how the defenses are going to play out yet this year? It's only been 2 games.
That's fine.
Is he playing Pittsburgh? I mean, if he's playing his division.
As of right now.
He only has to worry about the Ravens. Yeah, let's look into that. Look at the Google fucking
Buffalo Bills
schedule. But also it's showing where Josh Allen is playing great football right now with, he added stud to the team.
He got
Diggs, which adds but he has a lot of returning pieces, which he's comfortable with. John Brown had a huge game in week 2. So
he had a good game in week 1 too.
With that great Bills defense under Sean McDermott, what if he's able to flip the switch and you see him mature over the year when he gets to those final 6 games? I mean, could the Bills be pushing for, they're pushing for the division.
I think they win the division
I don't
this
think
year.
they push for a top spot in the AFC.
I could see that.
Do we think that they could compete with the Ravens and the Chiefs and be somewhere?
Not this year. No, I think they'll win the division, but I don't think they'll compete with the Chiefs or the Ravens this year.
With the way they're playing now, I feel like if they go back to 2019 and play the Texans the way the Texans are playing now in that wild card AFC game,
they beat them.
Bills crush them.
Yeah.
They fucking rock them. I mean, the Bills got strong. It's flipped this year. The Bills went and they just matured. They stayed the same, and they went out and got a top tier receiver in the NFL, where the Texans did the opposite, where they felt like, hey, let's boost the run game and fill in with some guys, but they lost a Hall of Fame receiver. We said it last episode. It seems to be crushing them at 0-2 right now.
And I think they base that on Fuller stepping up, and he hasn't stepped up yet.
Well, game one he was good, but he's a flyer. He and Brandon Cooks are the same fucking receiver.
Yeah,
and we're seeing that right now.
All right, but we also saw that last night.
With what?
Like Minshew didn't have his top receiver.
Absolutely. He was losing Chark.
So here's the thing. Like you guys we're talking Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, yeah.
He fucking played the Jets in Miami.
Right. No, in Miami.
All right, so he played two divisional rivals that blow.
But still, divisional games
let's not give Miami any credit last night.
Divisional games aren't pushovers, though.
They never are. But staff wise, he's got a lot better roster than the Dolphins or the Jets.
Absolutely.
The Jets didn't have anybody to pass to.
Right.
Well, yeah, they
week
made
one or week
obviously,
two.
they made the playoffs last year, and the Jets and Dolphins
Bell's hurt.
And Miami is playing with a scab. I mean,
Miami. Right.
Fitz has ups and downs. I agree. I have Fitz in my fantasy league because he's going to have these great games while he's starting.
Right.
But as soon as he throws 4 interceptions in a game, you know Tua's going to be in there.
Right.
So, all right.
No, but you're right. The Bills are a better football team.
And Josh Allen, during our playoffs for our fantasy leagues,
14, 15, 16,
LA Chargers. You have San Fran, you have Pittsburgh, and you have Denver defenses.
All right, Pittsburgh. Yeah, but Denver and San Fran aren't the same defenses anymore. San Fran, you got Sherman on IR. You lost Boza. You lost Thomas.
I understand that.
San Francisco lost everybody.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
It was the turf in New York. Did you see that?
That's what they're saying. But it was expected, so it was fine.
Pittsburgh's defense could be scary.
Pittsburgh, they will be scary. And at Pittsburgh, I mean, I feel like we've talked enough about those 3 names. I was very passionate. You know, you got to throw that wolf hat on, man. You got wolf's coming out a little bit.
Yeah. Horns up, horns down.
Yeah, Wolfpack.
Next subject.
No, but moving on. I mean, Watson. Oh, the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. How do we feel about Watson playing that Pittsburgh Steelers defense?
I don't think it's necessarily Watson. I think that team is in trouble.
Yeah.
I think they underestimated how amazing
DeAndre
Hopkins. 2 weeks in a row, I could not remember this guy's name.
Right.
I think they really underestimated how helpful he is.
Well, and I say Watson because it really, truly seems like it's up to him. It seems like it's all on his back. If he doesn't make it happen, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, but did they try and flop that? Hey, they didn't have a running game at all the year before.
They've never since Arian Foster they haven't had a running game.
But my point is hey, let's control the game, let's control the clock, let's control the tempo. We can survive with Fuller. We can survive with who's the other receiver on the other
Cooks.
And let's concentrate on ground and pound. Was it a philosophy change?
Yeah, but when you're starting the season 0-4 and it's not working, are you going to continue to run the ball to let it work, or are you going to give it to your?
Do you unleash Watson and let him do whatever he wants?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like. I really.
Do you do that with his?
O'Brien's smart enough to do that, though.
Do you do that with his injury history, though?
Who? Watson. I mean,
everybody
on this team. Fuller out.
Cooks out.
Watson
out.
Yeah. Hey,
there's your team.
DJ out. Everybody on this team is injury prone and
they are. Everybody is.
Next.
That's what I want to talk about. The injury bug. We got hit hard in week 2.
Yo, I got rid of. All right, it's a dynasty league. I got rid of Barkley because of it.
Yeah, you just couldn't do it anymore.
Smart move.
I couldn't do it.
His career's over.
What?
I don't think it's.
No.
I don't think it's over. But being
Commercial.
All right, pee break.
Wow, we're doing full on commercial. Like they're all going. I'm just gonna sit here at Lambo.
I'm gonna restack this.
And Lambo's kind of looking over here, and he's putting his head down. He's being good now. He's not squeaking anymore.
Oh. Fuck that bug.
Yeah.
Yo, this thing is like the.
That's what happens when you don't have preseason.
Yeah, and it's like everybody's cramping up. I mean, we talked about Julio Jones earlier. We talked, Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey's out.
Yeah,
like
so
top 2 draft picks of the fucking season. And I felt like it was going to be that kind of year. That's why I was like,
Saquon is no longer a first-round draft pick.
No, I mean, not next year, but like coming back, he might be in the future.
I don't think he ever is going to be.
Well,
As soon as the New York Giants to say, "Hey, we need some offensive linemen," that's when Saquon his talent is fucking amazing.
It's incredible.
It's frustrating. It's a whole goddamn Detroit and Barry Sanders thing.
Yep.
It's like. Yo, you got this fucking talent that could run over everybody.
And jump over anybody.
Oh, my God. Like, just him coming out, like,
he can catch the ball. He can do it. He literally do anything.
It took the Lions 4 or 5 years to get a good line for Barry Sanders. And
then he retired.
And then retired 5 years later.
Yeah, but did Barry Sanders tear his ACL and have injuries the first 3 years of his career?
Nah.
Yeah, but, I mean... We're comparing apples and oranges. Back then, an
ACL tear back then was career ending.
Yeah.
Now it's like the same as, sprained knee back then.
Like SpongeBob. 1 year later.
I think he's going to be fine. I think, a lot of great athletes come back from an ACL tear.
I hope he does.
As long as he takes his time. Yeah, that's what I think.
The problem is they don't have an offensive line.
No, they don't.
They really don't. Like, they focus so much on these like specialty fucking positions that
They revamped their defense a little bit. They have the offense to do it. They just don't have a line.
Yeah. I like Daniel Jones.
I like Daniel Jones too.
Really do.
I don't like the points he's giving me, but I like him as a player.
His problem is when he gets hit, he drops the ball. So maybe get him an offensive line so he don't get hit and he don't drop the ball.
Can you speak slower for the Giants?
Play smart football, Alex? Why play smart football?
It's just it blows my mind. I mean, you guys are right. You're spending draft picks on cornerbacks. You're spending draft picks on safeties. You're spending draft picks on receivers. I mean, your top 5. It's like, all right, yeah, we got a second rounder. Oh, we got 38-year-old Matt Light. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Why don't you give Eli at the point protection?
I just laughed at the Flowers thing. Flowers is still in the league.
Eric Flowers?
Yeah.
Yeah, then they had the worst. Yeah, maybe that's what happened.
I know, we watched them last
They got the worst line ever, and then they're like, all right, we're not going to do it anymore.
I seriously thought you were talking about the Flowers in the background.
Yeah, I thought so too. And then Eric Flowers. Wait, hold on. Wait. Boom!
It turned off.
Yeah, it turned off.
I thought you put Eric Flowers on the TV. I was like, yo, he's in here. He's in here.
Someday I'll be that good. I'll be like, ding.
Aaron Jones.
Aaron motherfucking Jones.
Fuck Aaron Jones.
Top running back of all time.
Yeah. All right, I beat Buckin last week because of Aaron motherfucking Jones and Josh Allen.
And Josh Allen.
Yeah.
You only needed 100 points out of 2 players.
I scored 180 points. It wasn't like my team sucked.
No, I had like 240 or something like that. I wrecked it.
So is this a trend this year? Do these injuries continue or?
Yeah, I mean, this happened like 3 years ago. Remember, they just had like 50 players on like IR. Like, I think that's exactly kind of season we're gonna have.
We're gonna see some. We're gonna be picking players up off the waiver wire. We're gonna be like, who the fuck is this? I've never heard of this.
Wilson. Pick him up. I did.
Yeah, I should have picked him up because I had Mostert and I didn't pick him up.
Oh, this fucking mailman league. We got a public service announcement. Mailman league. Listen to this fucking shit. X knows what's about to happen.
I don't.
So I get an email the other day from the Mailman League, and it says, hey, announcement about a waiver wire. So the way the waiver wire works is if you have the last place team, you can pick up every fucking player on the waiver wire until you don't want to anymore, and then it moves on. And I'm like...
Is that the Yahoo League?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Email. You got to check your email.
Shit.
Yeah.
I don't have an email.
KJinx39.
He hasn't checked his email.
Oh, shit.
Maybe I'm waiting for it in the...
That was the first edit in a while.
It was, yeah.
27
I was gonna make a comment about that. It's like ever since I stopped editing the videos, I've noticed we haven't had to make a lot of edits.
we put a disclaimer out there.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say your personal fucking email.
Yeah. Email me.
Yeah,
I don't check it.
At overtheline.com.
I don't check it.
Oh, right. So hold on. Excuse me. I gotta get back into it. I was in a public service announcement. Public service announcement. Mailman League. You can pick up every fucking player off the waiver wire until you don't want it anymore. It's not even on the agenda until you don't want it anymore. And I'm like, I finished in last place last week, and I go check, and because I tried to drop Matt Breida and pick up Darrell Henderson and Jerick McKinnon, I could have gotten both of them. So, Commish, just a little FYI for you. I won't use your name and have some respect for you, but you better listen to your show because you're technically family. Tell the fucking league the rules. Tell us if X is in the fucking league and at less than 10 minutes before the draft. Like, goddamn, communicate instead of the league. And this is your goddamn family talking. This is a guy who lives in a goddamn garage.
I don't know who the commissioner is. Have mercy. I'm in last place right now.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, you better.
Let me pick up.
You better pick them all up. Set it up right. Set it up where if it's rolling, then one person picks up one player, the next person picks up the next player, the next person. Or how about this?
Just let go.
Fab.
Is that El Toro?
No.
Is that El Toro?
El Toro
No,
ain't
different
here.
tattoos.
El Toro ain't here. We got the same tattoos.
Oh, interesting.
He used my tattoo ID. He said he liked it.
Twinsies.
I said, yo, you can take my tattoos if I can use horns up, horns down, bound down. And he said, deal. And he gave a little wolf pack.
Whose idea was the hair?
Collab.
I wanted to be a V in the back.
I started the front. He did the B.
I was just curious.
All right, that was my public service announcement. That's all I got. You better listen and take my. I'm a commission in lots of leagues, and you guys make this too difficult.
Doing fine, dude. You're doing fine.
You're not. You're not. Then get off Yahoo.
Yeah,
Yahoo sucks.
Come on, man.
Yahoo's terrible.
Yahoo's 1939.
All right.
Although Sleeperbot crashes a lot.
Yeah, and it's hard to update. Like, it doesn't update your players fast enough.
I'm not liking Sleep. It's great for drafting.
I think we'll get there.
Gentlemen, pick something in the middle. ESPN? No, just next. Stop. Knock it off.
Hot wire picks. Hot wire.
Wasn't ready for that one.
No.
I was wrong with my hot wire pick last week.
Who is that?
Scott Miller.
He'll be fine.
Scotty Too Naughty.
Ooh, that's a good name. Scotty Too Naughty. All right, we'll see. I think Brady still likes him though.
No. Brady definitely loves him. He just had bad games.
Yeah, Nakeem Nunn.
N'Keal Harry.
No,
Nakeem Hines.
Yeah,
he didn't do anything.
Yeah,
I don't like that
garbage.
name. Yeah, Naheem Hines. We'll see what he does too.
Okay.
What do you guys think about Mike Davis? I don't think anything of him. I don't think that somebody in the Over the Line League paid $30. Who was it?
I don't remember.
Was it Critties or was it?
I think it was Critties.
Critties, yeah.
Here's the thing.
That was fucking stupid.
It's a Band-Aid.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's a Band-Aid.
You pay $30 for 2 weeks, $15 a week, and it's not even doing nothing.
6 weeks. 6 weeks.
Yeah,
No.
they're calling 4 to 6.
Yeah, they said 4 to 6 weeks.
No, McCaffrey will be back in 2 weeks.
I don't know
That's
about
fine,
you.
but is he going to be the McCaffrey that we want?
He's not. He's going to be taking goddamn fantasy points away from Mike Davis. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
He'll be back in 2 weeks, especially if the Panthers win a game. Matt Rule and him, they're gonna play tough football.
I put $26 down on him.
That's too much.
No, it's not because I don't have Mostert right now. I needed a running back.
You'll have him. You'll have him in 2 weeks.
Here's the thing. It's not like you're playing against you have to here's this magical number and you have to surpass the score. Nobody has running backs right now. Everybody's running backs are hurt. So if you're playing
commercial break.
Already?
That public service announcement took some time.
I'm just rolling with it.
Right.
It's almost a full moon. Muckin's getting his steps in.
I feel like Mike Davis and Dion Lewis, I feel like they're not guys to invest a lot of money into.
Well, Dion Lewis you're going to have for the year.
But I don't feel like you're going to want to start him.
No.
And I feel like you're only going to start him if you have to. And then to pay $20, $26, $30.
Oh, I didn't pay anything
I know,
for him,
Yeah, but people put a quarter to a third of their budget on that. And a player that potentially you're going to want to just sit on your bench. You don't want to start him.
We don't know that, though. So here's the thing.
Yeah, how do you know he's just going to be
Dion
bad
Lewis,
like that?
I look at him as a James White.
Right.
You know, look, their offensive line fucking blows.
Yeah, so how is he going to get any yards?
I'm not worried about the running. I'm worried about the fucking,
What about Devontae Freeman
routes.
being there now?
Really? That motherfucker couldn't get yards in Atlanta. You think he's going to get yards in New York?
Gurley can't get yards in Atlanta either.
That's my point. Is like
five
their offensive
picks on
line.
their line.
Barkley was getting hit 3 yards
I know.
deep.
Yeah. He had 6 rushes for -2 yards or something like that.
Yeah. And that's a top 3 running back.
Right.
Essentially. You know what I mean?
Right.
We don't
Talent-wise.
But I mean, Dion Lewis would be my biggest upside in that. With Deontay Freeman signing, Wayne Gallman, please, they scratched him. Wayne
Gallman I feel like he's a talented back, though.
I feel like he's a north-south guy.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to get
he's not
fucking
going to be able
north.
to do that with the Giants'
that's my
offensive
point.
line.
Is like Dion Lewis may be the only one that has that potential of the upside. It's the James White thing.
So you'd rather have Dion Lewis or Mike Davis?
Mike Davis. Opportunity.
Yeah.
Lewis is splitting his carries.
Right.
Or time. Not
but it
carries.
sounds like Lewis is going to be... you're going to be able to use him for the whole season, where Mike Davis, like you said, is a Band-Aid. You're only going to be able to use him for a couple to few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, Dion Lewis is going to be, if you're in a PPR league, great. Boom, done. You got Dion Lewis back there? Damn, dude.
Who's
I thought
next?
you were getting really creative.
I got next pick. I think it could be a guy for the future in Darrell Henderson. He looked very good last week.
He did. He was very impressive.
Yeah, against the Eagles, who put up good rushing defense against Antonio Gibson and that Washington football team.
Or Gibson sucks.
So yeah, how do you guys feel like Henderson is a guy that is the future in Los Angeles, or you think he's another short-term Band-Aid guy?
Well, Akers is out.
Akers has a cracked rib or something.
So it's either him.
Malcolm Brown has a hand.
So it's Henderson this week.
Sounds like it. But
who they go? Chargers?
Are they playing the
They're
Chargers?
playing-
No, they're playing Buffalo.
The Rams?
Yep.
I thought they were playing the Chargers.
Nope.
Either way, not believer.
And Henderson?
I'm not ready to believe yet.
at this point, he's a third string.
All right, so talk to me about the Rams. Who do you believe in Los Angeles?
No. He may be a starter for a week or two.
Right.
But that's it.
Who is it then?
Long term?
Yeah.
Akers.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Because he's not showing it.
Akers hasn't shown anything yet.
Right. I mean, even honestly, it could be a point where Henderson didn't show it last year. That was his rookie year. Second year it comes on. But I don't feel like anything back there is a sure thing right now.
I got to give it one more week for Henderson to show me something. Like, you showed me something in the Eagles game. That's great. Give me that again, and then I'll...
Especially against Buffalo and McDermott's defense.
Yeah. If he can show me that against Buffalo, then I'll be a believer.
So, we're not professionals. Like, here's my point. Why would Henderson in year 2?
We're not professionals. I don't know what the I don't know what the
talk,
the
motherfucker.
fuck I'm talking about.
All right, so beginning of the year, where was Henderson?
Hurt on sideline.
Hurt on the sideline?
Yeah.
Or third string?
No, but he was hurt.
My point is he's 2 years in the league. Mm-hmm. When has he been named the starter? When 2 guys in front of him have been hurt? Like, we're not the coaches. The coaches are seeing other things during practice, during like the ins and outs. This guy got put behind a rookie running back. They want to give Cam Akers the opportunity.
I agree with you, but just like I just said that I'm not professional, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I think...
You didn't say that. You said you were.
I'm not a professional.
Thank you.
In Los Angeles, I don't think they know what the fuck they have going on in their backfield. I think they're week to week, and they're making game-time decisions and having game by game to see who's the hot hand, and that's how they're going with their...
I definitely think that's where they are.
This is the perfect opportunity to go into Gaskin.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. Like, do you guys feel the same way about Gaskin as Henderson?
They have 2 starters in front of them, Howard and Burita, that
are potentially better running backs.
That we thought were better running backs.
Right.
But they're like, hey, we're going to give it to this guy 26 times a week.
It's clear that Miami is only using Jordan Howard for goal line touches. That's all they're using him for.
I stick by my conspiracy theory. I think they're holding off on Breida and Howard just in case they potentially get hot and could make a playoff push. And they're just letting this kid run. Dude, he's running the ball fucking 20 times for 74 yards. They're playing a time of possession game, obviously, but like that's just gross. I'm just like, it's just like bad football.
That's a good face. I'm glad we got that on camera. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that once before. Toro.
You will never see Al Toro's face.
Only part of it. Only part of it.
He needs foam for the nose.
All right, so Gaskin, real as fuck, real AF, wrath, or fake news?
Leonard Fournette. All the
that was not an option.
It is.
I gave you 2
all
options.
The opportunity, none of the follow through.
Leonard Fournette, but he didn't have the boomer bust play. Fournette last week had the boomer bust play again. He always has the boomer bust play, and that's what makes Fournette a very good running back in this NFL.
Sounds like Aaron Jones.
No, because Aaron Jones doesn't need boomer bust plays.
We're not going to get into the Aaron Jones conversation again.
I think
Gaskin's the real deal.
Real as fuck.
Real as fuck.
Gaskins?
Yeah.
I don't agree with you. I think he's fake. I think he's fake news.
He's an idiot.
I think he's fake news. Hilarious.
Let's go.
I'm tired right now. I can't believe you snuck that one in there.
Fucking idiot. Next.
KJ Hamler in the Denver Broncos. Sutton's out for the year. Jerry Jeudy cut it off. Von Miller's out for the year. They got Philip Lindsay with turf toe. Drew Lock got hurt shoulder. He's out for games. You got Melvin Gordon out there. Who knows what the hell he's doing? What do you think about KJ Hamler?
I don't know. What the fuck is wrong with your arms?
They're all over the place.
We'll see. That's all.
Yeah, I don't know. He's the only thing they got right now.
Right.
So that doesn't mean anything. Like you still got to be a good player to produce.
Right.
Like, so
you still got to have a court. What do you guys think about Driscoll?
I mean, he had a couple good games in Detroit.
And I think he had a good game, running in there. I forget who they played.
He had a good game, yeah. No, last week it doesn't matter. Let's not get stuck on that.
Alshon Jeffrey.
They need somebody.
Yeah, because Rager's done.
Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks.
Jesus Christ.
He's like the third best rookie receiver right now.
And, yeah, I mean, they got to have somebody. I mean, it's the same thing. Bring Pinson. Thrash. Somebody. Freddie Mitchell.
Fred X.
You know,
Brett Selleck.
I'll give you the mittens and everything.
T.O. still wants to play.
Hey, Randy Moss.
You must be spit my beer.
Did you see that Randy Moss said that he wanted to join the 2013 Seahawks team that won the Super Bowl?
That's fine.
And he didn't.
Let him do it.
He did. It didn't happen. 2020 X.
I thought you were talking Madden.
Nah.
Let him do
Randy Moss on the Seahawks. DK.
Done.
Gordon. Lockett. Yo, DK. I'm going to put
Buyer. Buy him.
top 3 receiver in the next 5 years.
I'll believe that.
He is already fucking up Stephon Gilmore, the best press cover back in the game. Like, get the fuck off me. I am scoring this touchdown. He is no joke. He is a grown man playing a grown man's game.
I like him.
I love him. I mean,
here's my question. Here's my rebuttal to that. Who's going to beat him out in 3 years? Who are they going to? Who like you figure Julio's like
on down slope,
right.
Hopkins down slope, Odell definitely.
Like who would be before him?
Tyreek Hill.
Maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
Think about it. We're coming back after commercial.
Presented by Shipyard Brewing.
This is where we need Pop-Up.
Yingling, yeah, because he doesn't lose. Yeah,
coming back from the dead.
And we're back. Thank you, everybody, for joining the OTL podcast.
Brought to you by Smirnoff Ice.
Is it? Or who's drinking Smirnoff Ice? Who the fuck's drinking Smirnoff Ice?
What's really in that can?
It's not the oldest brewery in America.
Wine. Wine in a can. We're not innovating them for his ideas.
All out.
I'll allow it. All right, so we talked hot wire takes hot wire. Now let's talk week 3 football. Miami, Jacksonville.
No, wait. We got to go back to who's going to beat out Metcalf.
Oh shit, that was a good question. I said Tyreek Hill. What do you say, Buckin?
I mean, Michael Thomas is still going to be there.
Yeah, Michael Thomas still good, but he's not going to have Drew Brees.
He's not going to
Drew Brees is not going to be there.
The same with Devontae Adams.
No, but here's the thing. Who is backup for Drew Brees?
Jameis Winston.
Yo, he likes to launch it.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, but Michael Thomas don't run that deep ball. He's the slant receiver.
He's a slant, yeah.
Yeah,
short
but also
yardage
Jameis
run.
launched it with Arians.
And Mike Evans. And
Right.
Yeah,
Godwin. Could Godwin be there?
Godwin could definitely be there. But
who's the quarterback?
Josh Rosen.
You must maybe spit up a little bit.
Yeah, I saw that. Your face was weird. Yeah, you were all making weird faces.
Rosen?
Yeah.
Where do you see McLaurin?
Depends what Simba does.
I think so too.
Yeah, I mean Simba's looking good.
Where do you? Come on, X. We're waiting for your answer.
I have no answer. I'm just the question
I finally shut him up.
No. I had Metcalf at 3. I had Metcalf at 3.
All right, that was hot wire. Miami.
Cortland Sutton.
No,
because Drew Lock fucking sucks. Knew he was good. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
It could be anything.
That Broncos organization is real weird, man.
Where's B-Man? We gotta get his take.
His take?
His take is Pop.
Pop is a false god. You're going down, Pop. After El Toro and B-Man.
Wow.
You have some hills to climb, my friend.
Wow, you wouldn't put El Toro out there. El Toro, I don't think he meant to be like offensive or like
El Toro
aggressive or
was
like
very
intrusive.
surprising. I still have nightmares. It's only a week later, but
I almost shit my pants.
Pop-Pop went into defense mode.
Pop was ready to punch someone.
Yeah.
Namely El Toro.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah, that's what it sounds like on the episode.
Pop-Pop took you down, I would have stabbed him.
You would stab Pop or El Toro? Depending on who took who down.
Depends.
Let's even this.
Oh no, El Toro was swinging his fist. The lights might have gone out.
Oh boy.
No, definitely El Toro. I mean, he took the fucking mics out, the headphones out.
Yeah.
He took everything out.
He was already drunk when he came in.
Like a bull in the china shop.
Yep. Going down, boys. Going down.
Right. Miami versus Jacksonville. What did you guys think about the game?
I wasn't surprised that Miami won. I was surprised in the fashion they won. Because I thought we were talking about this off air. I think Miami could be like an 8-8, 9-7 team this year. But we also talked last time about how surprising Jacksonville has been.
Right.
So I was surprised in the fashion that they lost.
I think Minshew got into his own head in the game. I think he, kind of went down the path of, hey, I'm going to win this game. I'm going to come out and I'm going to beat Fitzpatrick. And then the game didn't go his way. And then things just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Missing his stud receiver, like X brought up earlier. James Earl Robinson had a phenomenal game. I mean, that guy really seems to be coming through as a good back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he didn't have his defense behind him. And then Miami's defense just fucked him up. Like, they were hitting them, man. Like, they were hitting them hard.
That's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do. And, it was kind of a lot like a Brady situation. You hit him in the mouth a few times, you don't want to play anymore.
I think it was all about the mind games.
Yeah?
Like the leading up this week, beard versus mustache.
Yeah, it was great.
I don't know,
Fitzpatrick got in his head.
Fitz got in his head.
Yep.
And honestly, I didn't see the Gardner Minshew that we saw the weeks before.
Right. Not cool, calm, and collected.
No, not at all.
He was anxious. He was trying to make Minshew Mania happen because he knows he can. But I mean, if he's not playing his game, he's not going to make it happen.
And then the other thing is we've seen this across the board. When you do not have your number one, shit's going to happen. Drew
Stafford. You don't have a team around you. Like, that's what you guys were just saying.
Yeah, but like Drew Stafford.
Matt Stafford.
Or I'm sorry, Drew Stafford.
You always have those fucking
Matt Stafford. It's one of those things.
Yeah,
right?
it's like McCafferty.
Is that what's going on with Kirk Cousins right now? Does he miss Diggs?
Probably. I think it's more than that.
I don't know. Thielen's had some really good weeks, right? Pop.
Thielen had a good week one last week.
Can we talk about that trade? Thielen for Ertz. Damn.
Oof.
Looking back. Probably shouldn't have made that trade, Pop.
Ertz ain't the guy. It's Goddard.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to sign him.
B-Man fisted you.
Wow.
No lube. Unicorn horn. Up the asshole. We got a disclaimer. We're good.
Yeah, we already have
that's all right. Yeah, we have the disclaimer. Whoa.
Didn't expect that, did you?
I wasn't ready for that one at all.
He's starting to go a little X there.
Yeah, he's been going out. The X is out. I wish he just wore the hat. Then we would have known.
Well, maybe next week.
So, do you guys think it was more of a showing of Miami? Muckin, I think, said the point of Miami is a better football team than they showed in the first 2 weeks. And Jacksonville is a worse football team than they showed in the first 2 weeks. Is that kind of the overall vibe we took from Thursday night's game?
That's what I'm gathering from it.
I don't know. I mean...
I thought Jacksonville was gunning for the number one pick after they got rid of everybody.
Yeah, and then they won a tough game against the Colts, and then they lost a tough game against the Titans, and then they got fucked up by the Dolphins.
But it was a primetime game.
Yeah,
I take them. I take them into
short week.
Yeah, like full moon type shit. Short week. They were in his head. I still think that Jacksonville has a chance in the South with their competition.
Who do you think has a better chance to make the playoffs, Miami or Jacksonville?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jacksonville.
Wow.
Miami.
So Miami's going to beat out Buffalo and New England.
No, they could do wild card. They don't have to win the division.
I understand that, but like those two teams right now look stronger than Miami.
Yeah, look at like the South. I mean, like if Jacksonville isn't looking super strong, like the Colts and the Texans aren't looking as strong, and the Titans are looking halfway okay. I mean,
but here's the thing about the Texans though. They're always a cold start team,
right?
So they can figure it out in the next week or so.
And then we got the West with the Chargers. I mean, the Raiders pushing for the playoffs. I mean,
the Raiders are looking good right now.
So I mean, do neither of those teams have a chance of winning their division? I'd say so.
Right? I don't think.
No, I don't think that.
I think Jacksonville has a better chance than
over the Titans, the Texans,
Miami.
and the Colts.
I just think.
Yeah. I don't think they beat the Titans for the division.
No, I definitely don't.
But they have a better chance of beating. Jacksonville has a better chance of beating.
So let me rephrase
that
my
Miami
statement.
has
than running Buffalo
and New England.
Right. I think Miami's the better team. I think Jacksonville has a better chance to make the playoffs.
Right. Okay.
Just because of the way the divisions. Yeah.
Because I mean, those wild card teams with the Raiders, with the Texans, with the Steelers.
Yeah, because if those teams want to get, if they want to get in the playoffs, they have to win.
They're pretty much there with the 4 teams I just listed.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think that was a good take on the Thursday night game. Checking out. All right.
I'm just making sure it's there.
Yeah, I know.
I want to know what's behind me. Okay.
All right. Let's do week 3 fantasy feels. What do you guys think about the Buffalo Rams games? Who you guys liking? Who you guys sitting? Who you love? Who you hate?
So here's the thing, Cooper Kupp. Where are you, man?
I want to know because I have him everywhere.
I actually benched him this week, and I put in Robbie Anderson.
Yeah, Robbie Anderson's what, number 2 in fantasy yards this year?
He is, and we have to go to a commercial break.
We're on commercial break.
So you're getting a lot of text, dude. Did you see where you can look up the games on here?
Yeah, there you gotta click like the logo. Yeah. Click the logo and you can look at the game.
All right, so what's the first one?
Buffalo Rams. Boom.
There we go. Okay.
Look at X.
So yeah, I want to actually get your guys' take on that because Cooper Kupp hasn't done anything so far this year.
I mean, but the Rams are 2-0.
They are.
So I think it's a game plan situation. I think I think Cooper Kupp's being shut down and he's not getting part of the game plan and they're staying away from him. I mean, he has 9 points week 1 and then he had closer to 12, 13 points last week. He had a touchdown last week, correct?
No, I don't think so.
No, he didn't.
He had a touchdown call back.
Yeah. I think he had one call. I don't think he has. I don't think he's had double-digit points.
Here's what's happened with Cooper Kupp. He was a touchdown monster. He was Goff's go-to guy in the red zone. Guess what? There's a new sheriff in town. Higbee.
Yeah.
Higbee had 3 touchdowns last week. I think a touchdown the week before.
Oh, okay. Cooper Kupp had 13 points, but he did not have a touchdown.
Right. So, but if he has a touchdown, that's a 20-point game. He's fantasy relevant. Like he's a stud. My thing is Higbee is the guy now. He is the red zone guy for.
And they got Woods.
Yeah, but I mean.
But that's what I mean. The targets are going down. He only had 5 targets week 1, 6 targets week 2. So the targets are going down for Kupp.
Right. But I think that is a big – I think Higbee is a big reason because of
but that's what I'm saying. That I was asking the question, where are you guys with Cooper Kupp right now? And I think that's it. I think everybody's – like Woods is getting the targets. Higbee's getting the targets.
I'm still a believer. And it's the twist off beer. I snapped one off earlier and I got glass in my beer, so I was trying to prevent that.
Oh, I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, I was.
He broke out the key holder. I thought it was time for the wedding ring to come and play.
So I have an interesting matchup to bring up about this game. Jalen Ramsey on Stephon Diggs. That's a real thing. That's happening. That's the shadow. That's all game. Does Josh Allen have the same game he's been putting on? Are the Rams defense able to, hold that explosive Bills offense? Josh Allen under 300 yards passing, hold him to 17, 20 points, and then the Rams are able to win the games through time possession like they have in the first 2 weeks? What do you guys think about that outcome?
It depends on the Rams running game.
Malcolm Brown and Darrell Henderson?
It depends on if they're effective or not.
Right. This game is going to be my game of the week. And I'm saying Buffalo wins.
What's the score?
27-20.
I'm going to go 31-17. Buffalo.
Wow. Only 17?
Yeah.
I'm going Rams 24-21.
Wow. Okay.
Ooh.
So we got 2 Buffalo Blues and 1 Rammer. 1 Rammer.
I think you start John Brown this week.
Yeah, and I think I had a rough decision. I said to X last night, I said, am I starting Cam Newton or am I starting Josh Allen? And he said, oof.
That's a good problem to have.
And I said, I'm starting Cam Newton. And getting into starting Cam Newton, he's playing the Raiders this week, who are 2-0. The Patriots are 1-1. Probably the best 1-1 team in the league right now.
Yeah.
The way they lost last week with the 1 yard line, traditional Patriots Seattle fashion. Seattle has a lot of really good games against really good teams. But they always have good games against the Patriots. They always have good games against the Packers. I think they always have good games against the Eagles.
No, they usually crush the Eagles.
Yeah, but they won 17-9 last year. It's usually a good game.
That playoff game was an abnormality.
And last year they almost beat the Seahawks, didn't they? Or during the regular season?
No, I'm pretty sure the Seahawks usually crush the Eagles.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to include you.
Sorry.
All right. What are you doing? Look at Vegas, New England? Click the logo.
I'm trying to get ahead of the game.
While we're on the subject of Seattle, do they have the best offense this year? I think it's either them or Green Bay right now. And they they didn't play Green Bay. What am I talking about? I think it's a toss-up between those two. It's tough.
Yeah.
Both of those offenses are clicking right now.
With the running game?
With the running game, with the way Metcalf has come out.
What about Dallas, though? Dallas is really showing through, too.
Dallas has got a good offense.
Yeah,
too.
Dallas is really showing through. Oh, come on.
Listen to me, though.
Kansas City.
No, here's my thing with Dallas.
Okay, where's the points, though?
Here's my thing with Dallas. Watch their games. They're always playing from behind.
Yeah, but they won.
Last week they won off of a freak.
It was. But the week
spin
before,
the top.
The week before they lost off of freak fucking ref call of bullshit pass interference. So they're playing good football.
Talk to New Orleans about freak fucking calls.
I understand.
Okay?
It's part of the game.
But my thing is
But
did
Dallas
you see that onside kick? Can we talk about that?
He didn't
that
jump on it. Dude, you don't have to, when you're receiving the ball, you don't got to wait till it hits the 10-yard line. You don't just sit there and stare at it.
He panicked.
You pick it.
He panicked because it was something he hasn't seen before.
What a bitch.
Oh, look at that.
There's a football floating right by me.
It had the spin.
Yeah, the spin was mesmerizing. The spin was mesmerizing.
Some
like
dogs.
the rim job.
Some dogs chase the ball. Some don't. That dog just looked at it.
How can you? I'm like, are you kidding? When I watched it live action, it was phenomenal. It was amazing. It was
when I watch it live action, I'm going, jump on it! Jump on it! What are you doing?
When I watched the replay, that's what I was saying. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You literally moved in front of the fucking football. Hey. Atlanta's not on
I looked at it. He lined up like a fucking bowler.
Yeah.
He's counting planks. He's like,
is Matt Ryan thinking, what the fuck do I have to do right now?
Yeah.
Yes. Can we talk about that too? This motherfucker has 84 points in 2 weeks and 0 victories.
And
84 points in 2 weeks.
Where are they playing this week?
Dallas, I think.
No,
they just played Dallas, idiot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oakland, isn't it? No.
No, they're playing somebody that is.
So somebody's the Bears. They're playing the Bears.
Yeah,
So
the Bears.
can the Bears beat them? A 2-0 Bears?
Yeah, totally. It looks like they can.
You think?
Yeah.
You think the Bears can put up 40 points?
I don't know if the Bears. I mean, yeah.
They can't stop them.
Can Atlanta put 40 points up against the Bears?
Right.
Yes.
Do you really think
Oh,
without
my God.
Julio?
Why not? They've been doing it without him anyway.
But
They got Gage. They got him.
how bad is the Falcons' defense? Is the question.
Oh, it's really bad.
Pretty bad.
That's like a Collin or Holden Wooder.
Well, okay, so
gonna
how
happen.
bad is it? We just mentioned the fact that who has the best offenses in the league? They played Seattle and Dallas. So, I mean, they just played two really good offenses. So,
Right.
is their defense that bad, or did they just play two really great teams?
I think they played two really good offenses.
And again, I'll go back to it. No preseason.
Right. All right, so Vegas versus New England.
I got New England.
New England?
Yep. Outcoached. It's going to be 2-2-1.
Gruden versus Belichick?
Yep. Outcoached.
That's a tough one.
What's score X?
I want to.
I'm going to say 34-29. That's a weird one.
That is a weird score.
You lost by 5 points?
27-24 New England.
Wow.
I said 34.
I want to say Oakland, but I still I can't go against Belichick. As long as he's the coach there, it's tough to go against New England.
No, you're right. I agree with you. But I think it is a higher scoring game. I think it is like 38 to 31 or something like that. That's what I'm going. 38-31 New England.
That and the crazy thing about Oakland is that they're doing it with a running back and a tight end. I mean, their receivers really aren't doing much right now. It's Jacobs and Waller.
And they are down Ruggs this week.
Yeah.
Well, he's not out.
Waller.
He's questionable.
No, Ruggs is out.
Ruggs is out.
Yeah,
is he?
Ruggs is out this week. Waller and Jacobs didn't practice. But
they practiced today.
They practiced today. They
didn't practice yesterday. They'll play. I think it was more of a, hey,
precautionary.
right. Or rest.
Right.
But, all right. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game, though.
Yeah. There are a lot of good games this week.
There are. This is a really good week, and we're on commercial break.
All right. You got a plug, you got a roll. Should we do Melinda Road Studio? Melinda Road Studio. For all your audio needs, editing,
and
sound,
smooth
sounds from Melinda Road Studio. Visit melindaroadstudio.com at MALINDAROAD.com.
You can practically feel the sound.
Why are we doing that during all the commercial breaks?
What?
That.
But that offers the opportunity for commercial break where we plug in sponsors.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Small World Coffee.
Royal Mile. Royal Mile Coffee.
So close.
No, we're getting there. Yo, I mean, sometimes you just you got an idea and you do it, and then it just works. So
my ears are sweating.
It's not for the hat either. He's all hot-headed tonight.
Yo, they are like dark red.
AKJ.
Oh, this is the game I want to talk about. Your boys, the Birds versus the boys.
I don't want to talk about
in
it.
stripes, Burrows, and the Bengals. Do you think Philly takes home their first win, or you think the rookie gets his first career win?
If the Eagles don't win this game,
it's going to be a long year.
Philly is going to be calling for Jalen Hurts.
It's going to be a long year. You think it's strictly on Carson Wentz?
Not strictly, no, but he has not played well.
Right.
And this is coming from a Wentz fan. Like, I love Wentz, but he has not played well.
What do you think, X?
He's got to control the turnovers. It comes down to turnovers in this game. I see Burrows running off the field in excitement.
You think they're going to lose?
I think that the Birds are going to lose, go 0-3, and I think that this is Burrow's first win. I like what I see with him.
Who are you?
I see him as a Andrew Luck type.
Who are you starting in this game?
Miles Sanders.
Okay.
Burrows.
That's a very good call. Miles Sanders.
The
Browns ran all over the Bengals.
I'm also
do you
starting AJ Green. Ooh. Why? Because
you're still starting AJ Green.
Listen to me.
Why not?
He has had 26 targets in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna let him just rot in my starting lineup when I can let him rot on my bench until he decides.
I haven't started him yet.
Up.
You can start him week 1 and 2.
You just told
I'm starting him week 3.
Why not? Why not Tyler Boyd?
Tyler Boyd is who Burrows looks to in clutch situations.
But I'm still looking at the targets and how many targets AJ Green has had. The guy has to knock his rust off.
Yeah, but also Joe Burrows has thrown the fucking football 100 times already.
60 the first game, or 60 the second game.
40 the first.
Yeah. But that's my point. Is like AJ Green's my start this week.
Yeah.
All right. Let me choose my people.
No,
fucker.
I know. Hey, this is the OTL over the line. We're allowed to challenge whatever the fuck we want. All right. You better not stop getting so goddamn sensitive.
Let him believe in AJ Green. He got slapped over him 2 years ago.
He got slapped over him. What's the final score?
This is a good one. It's going to be 38-29.
Bengals.
21-13 Eagles. I think the Eagles they have to have it.
What was the score?
21-13. They have to have it.
Who are you benching this week then if it's such a low score?
I haven't liked Mixon all year. I would bench Mixon. I think the Rams run game was an anomaly. I think that defensive line is a lot better than the Rams led it to believe. I would not start AJ Green. I would start Tyler Boyd. I wouldn't start Burrows.
No?
I wouldn't start Wentz either.
I start Burrows.
We asked who would you start, not who wouldn't you start.
I start Burrows.
Well, and then he asked me who I wouldn't start.
I start Burrows and I start Mixon against the Eagles defense because I think it is going to be closer to X's score. I think it is going to be more of a shootout. I think the Eagles defense isn't very strong, and neither is the Bengals. The Bengals line isn't very strong, but neither is the Eagles. So
I think it's going to be a more low-scoring game because I think it's going to be a sloppy game by the quarterbacks.
I don't think so. I think Wentz is going to have something to prove, and I think it's going to be more coming out. You know, hopefully you have faith and he plays smarter football. Because as long as he does, it's going to be a lot like the end of last year, where you just make a bunch of no-names shine, and then he's just running on pure heart. And if Wentz is running on pure heart, he's at his best.
That's true.
You know, and if he's able, then he's getting you your 30 fantasy points, and he's throwing 3 touchdowns and only throwing for 250 yards.
Well, if that's the case, you start Wentz because he's got to run on heart right now. Because
I think you start the quarterbacks, you start the running backs, if you need a receiver.
What about the Eagles tight ends? What about the Bengals tight ends?
You start Eagles tight ends.
Sample's a good one.
You start Sample. I'm
Sample.
starting Sample. I think you start all the tight ends. You start all the quarterbacks. You start the running backs. Receivers, I like Boyd, which I've never said before in my life. I think I like Green continuing to stay on my bench until he does show something. I don't start any of the Eagles receivers because I'm starting those tight ends. And you just start Boyd and Sample and go from there. And I think that the Birds win 31-28.
If you have Ertz, this is a ridiculous situation. I know this, but I'm just saying, I'm just doing this for who you would like better. Say you have Ertz and Goddard on your team. Who do you start?
Goddard.
Goddard.
That's the guy now.
Touchdowns.
So
that's what it comes down to.
I think so too.
I didn't ask this question I did. I think you guys talked about for Vegas, you start Jacobs and Waller and go from there. But who do you start for New England this week? Is it strictly Cam? Do you start their defense, or do you start trusting Edelman and Harry?
Well, he trusted Edelman last week.
Yeah.
That's what I was just about to say. I think Cam figured out how to use Edelman.
Right.
So
and then
I would
open up Harry.
I would start Edelman.
What about those running backs? None of the running backs.
Michelle has sucked.
Michelle really fucking sucks. It really pissed me off because I double
White
drafted
might not
that bitch.
play. He might still be out.
So like, I mean, you're just starting Edelman, Cam, and do you start Harry in the flex if you need it?
Flex, yes. If you have a better starter, obviously go for it. But if
I think N'Keal Harry might start to be somebody, man.
I thought N'Keal Harry was going to be something.
I'm going to be somebody.
I thought N'Keal Harry would have been something already.
Well, I mean, he might be one of those third-year receivers.
He might be a Corey Davis.
Year. Right, this is second year.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many years?
It's the Corey Davis third year.
Is it?
MVS third
I thought it
year.
was his fourth.
Yeah,
is it his third?
No, it's third. Is his fourth? Last year's third.
Let me check that.
All right, either way. Pittsburgh, Houston.
Interesting.
Game.
Does Houston get their first win?
This is tough. I thought Houston was going to have their first win last week, only because Bill O'Brien has these games where he's just like you're like, yeah, they're totally outmatched. The squad has nothing to give, and then they fucking win. This might be it. I thought last week was it. I mean, Pittsburgh's coming through.
Pittsburgh's defense and Big Ben and those young receivers and James Conner, Benny Snell, one running back has negative points and the other has 31 weeks, and the next week they flip. So I think
this is Corey Davis's fourth year.
I kind of felt like I was wrong there. Good call, Muckin. I think Pittsburgh. Earlier this week I felt like Houston gets their first win. I think Pittsburgh stays 3-0 and Houston stays winless. And I think Bill O'Brien that DeAndre Hopkins trade might have cost him his job.
That's fine. I agree with everything that you just said. I don't think that Pittsburgh's going to lose at home. I mean, I know no fans. All this
it does
shit,
home field.
but
No, home field does matter, especially with
travel.
With temperature.
And Big Ben loves sleeping in his bed. We know that.
Can you stop looking at me like that? Big Ben loves
sleeping in his bed. He does. Like, remember, like 2 years ago, he was like fucking undefeated at home, and he like was like 50,
that's when
50
they had
on the road.
fans.
I know, but home field still matters, especially when you're sleeping in your own bed.
All right, so my guess on this game is a little bit lower. I'm going to go 24-17, Pittsburgh.
Who are you sitting in this game?
Who am I sitting?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a sit on Juju.
Wow.
I think that Deontay Johnson is the animal of 10 receptions, points per reception. Just I like Deontay Johnson. I say, 24/7.
What about Connor, Snell? What about Texans?
Well, you're saying who am I going to sit? Texans sit their receivers.
So you're starting both quarterbacks. You're starting David Johnson,
You didn't
James
ask me
Conner.
who I was starting. You said, who am I
That's why I'm
sitting?
asking right now.
All right, so starting wouldn't start Big Ben.
Okay.
Watson wouldn't start.
Wow. Don't
Okay.
sit the quarterbacks. So you're benching the quarterbacks.
Benching them.
I would start.
I'm answering your questions.
No, not
And then
correctly.
no. You're saying who are you going to start?
I would start Watson because I think if Houston's going to get their point, they're going to get it through the air.
So you're not going to start the backup quarterback.
What?
This is what he's asking me. He goes, "Who are you going to sit? Who are you going to start?" And then I tell him who I'm going to start, and he's like, "So you're sitting?"
No, I actually did it the other way around.
It doesn't matter.
I mean,
like, you're the worst.
All right.
the worst
Start.
in the world.
Here we go. Start. Deshaun Watson. That's it for the Texans.
holy shit.
No, you know what? Start David Johnson just because I think he's back.
Yeah, I think he's back too.
I think he's back. So
I
start.
don't think he has a choice but to be back.
Yeah.
So you're going
David
to start
Johnson.
him against the defense, that fucking Pittsburgh defense, that Saquon couldn't even get out of the backfield.
Because I think he'll sneak a touchdown. For Pittsburgh, I think you start Connor, bench Snell, because it looks like they're not even going to use him unless Connor gets injured. I think you start Juju.
What do you think the score of the game is?
I think it's high scoring. I really do.
I have the same exact vibe.
I really think it's going to be high scoring.
I think
like even for
Pittsburgh and Houston both have Pittsburgh could potentially have the best defense in the league, but I think that Houston is coming out hungry and they feel like they have to win and they feel like they have to score points. I think Bill O'Brien is going to do his job and game plan, and I feel like that Houston could put up 45 points, but I feel like Pittsburgh's going to put up 48 points. And Big Ben's going to come out and he's going to shoot and he's going to hand off the ball. And the difference is going to be Minkah Fitzpatrick getting that big pick or TJ Watt getting that big sack. Like, the defense is going to have a big game winning, but it is going to be high scoring.
Also, I'm not saying start him, but I feel like Randall Cobb could have a touchdown this week.
Hey, sleeper. Daily fantasy. So what's the score?
34-31 Pittsburgh. And commercial break.
Juju did not have a good week last week. 7 receptions for 48 yards.
14 points.
11 points.
That was really bad math.
My battery's about to die.
Yeah, we got 2 games left. That's it? No commercial, that one? All right. Rapid commercial break. All right, we already kind of talked about it. Dallas, Seattle.
Very high scoring.
Yeah, I think you start them all.
I'd start them all.
I can't.
I think one team scores 50. I think one team scores 50 points.
Wow.
Which team?
I'll take that chili bet.
You think Seattle scores 50 points?
I think Seattle scores 50 points.
I'll take that chili bet. Will you eat a pepper out of my garden?
I got him on the fridge.
You got to eat the whole thing.
Come on.
Just the stem lasts. 50 points. I'll bet you right now.
No, I'm not taking that.
You're a bitch. You're a bitch, Muckin. You fucking do it.
Hold on.
Ahead.
That's not good content. No, I don't think they're going to score fucking 50 points. I think it's going to be like the first 2 weeks. I think it's going to be like 35-31.
Okay. What's your prediction? If it's not 50. 49.
48. Actually, when you get into that high points, I don't even know how it works. I don't even
48-49 Seattle. X, what you got?
I think Seattle wins. I think Seattle wins, but it's very high scoring.
48-49 Seattle. What you got?
I'm gonna go 35-31.
Who wins? Seattle?
35 Dallas.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's going to be a weird one.
So you think Dallas is locked in to win the East this year?
Unless the Eagles pull a miracle off.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen enough from the Redskins yet, and obviously the Giants.
They're a Washington football team.
The Washington. That is not.
Something that I saw in Dallas last week was really, like, they were excited about a win, a week 2 win.
It's still Dallas.
I understand. I haven't seen this aspect of Dallas in a while. I think that they're going to win the division.
Yeah, I think they're going to win the division.
I don't like to say that.
I think no. I think
almost threw up when I said that.
I think they'll win the division. I really do.
But
like I said, unless the Eagles take a miracle run, and I don't think they're going to.
Listen, X, it's good to have good content. It's good to be honest with the people. And,
I don't
sound
like it.
Next
we don't
game.
sound like idiots. Well, the best game of the week, Kansas City, Baltimore, Monday night, both 2-0. Somebody's got to lose.
Start them all.
Start them all. All right, but we do want to talk about this because do you start J.K. Dobbins?
I think they go with I don't know.
Do you start Mark Ingram over Jonathan Taylor this week?
Here's my thing. Here's my thing with this game. Are you going to play to your strengths or are you going to play to your weaknesses? Both teams have a passing. They're great at passing. I mean,
but the Kansas City Chiefs are also great at running this year.
And I was about to. wait.
All right, go ahead.
They had
Dobbins and Ingram.
Last year the how many rushing yards did the Ravens have between
Over
their quarterback? Between their quarterback, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so it's going to be just a running game.
But also the defenses are good.
They're good. They are. I think that the quarterbacks are going to run wild. I think it's a head-to-head, like whatever.
Whoever has the ball last wins the game.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to make a bold prediction here. You ready? I think Kansas City wins this game 31-28, right? But I think later on down the line, when these two teams meet in the AFC Championship, the Ravens win 24-17 based on defense.
I'm going on the opposite.
Hey, all right.
I think that Baltimore wins this, and when it comes down to playoffs, Baltimore doesn't have it yet.
I think this is going to be a weird year. I think the Chiefs have played a couple of long seasons, and after COVID and after being everything, I think things are gonna be weird and things could change hands. You know?
I would have said that if the Chiefs lost that game last week. But they found a way to eke it out.
Against who?
I don't care against who.
What do you mean? Against a shitty team.
Yeah, but when you win games like that, even against shitty teams.
It's week 2. Show me this in week 12. Show me this in week 14.
And they'll do that.
I don't have as much faith as everybody else. Like, yes, we've seen it, and yes, we've seen
the Texans.
Right, and
they destroyed the Texans.
Yeah, but they should have destroyed the Chargers. Like, Justin Herbert shouldn't have done what he did to them.
They had no film on him.
That's a great excuse. But if you're the best team in the world,
and you just said that their defense was good.
The Chiefs' defense
so
is
Herbert
good.
Herbert played against a good defense,
right? And the Chiefs won 24-21, correct? Like, it was very low scoring.
Right. They still won.
Right.
Doesn't matter. The year that the Eagles won the Super Bowl, they beat the freaking Oakland Raiders that were like 0-15, like 10-3. Good teams win. It doesn't matter the score.
We'll see, man. I don't know. I'm not as faithful as the Chiefs as everybody else is.
I think they'll lose this game.
I think
you said they won, right? They win now, they lose in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Kansas City loses in the playoffs.
I say
the opposite.
I think Kansas City's hot right now, and I think they start to slow down towards the end of the year because they get fatigued.
31-24 Chiefs.
There you go. I'm surprised you said Baltimore's going to win.
I'm going to go 34-28 Baltimore. Bow, bow, bow.
Would you say X?
34-28 Baltimore.
Boom.
Boom. What was your prediction?
I said that Kansas City's going to win 31-28.
Yeah, and then he even gave the playoff score.
Yep. 21-17.
Wow, we have the opposite. How about that?
Kind of. You have 34.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at
Muckins. Game of the week in the minors. I have X versus Pop Pop.
There are no games of the week in the minors. You or Pop Pop are going to win.
That's just, it's locked in?
Yeah.
Like, hey, yeah, that's why bye week Jake needs to stop offering me stupid ass fucking trades.
I love that he offers trades, but he doesn't play the waiver wire. Does he not know how to play the waiver wire?
Like,
is he confused?
He wants the best quarterback in the league for like fucking Zach Ertz and Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, I get it. He needs a quarterback right now.
Then why aren't you offering me Joe Mixon or like you know any of your best players?
Yeah, if you need the quarterback,
especially in a dynasty league where Josh Allen could be my quarterback for the next 15 fucking years.
If I'm not trading any of my quarterbacks right now, especially for Garoppolo because it conflicts with my bye weeks. But if you need a quarterback, which you do right now because you only have one going and it's a 2-quarterback league, you got to give up something up.
Yeah, let me know. I got 5 quarterbacks. 2-quarterback league, I have 5.
I'll give you Alex Smith.
Yeah, I got 5 starters. Jeff Driscoll's for cheapest.
That's a good deal.
Majors, what you got?
I said it's a great slate. He got the chills. He got the chills when you talk about the majors. I say it's a great slate. Great slate, baby. I think all these games look fantastic this week.
I've got Pop this week.
I think we're gonna have some good games. What do you think? Go through them. It's me versus Boom Guy. It's Muckin versus Pop.
Muckin versus Pop. Who's? Let's see. Hold on. Sleeper's weird. I can't figure out how to get to the matchups.
You go league where it says league.
Oh, okay. So it's me versus Pop.
Yep.
Alex versus Ghost.
Yep. X versus Tom.
X versus Tall Tom. That could be a good matchup.
B-Man versus Champ.
Let's
go, B-Man. Let's go.
Oh, what if B-Man beats Champ?
Let's go, B-Man. Champ already got 16 points.
Hollywood versus who is that? Is that
Jack?
Is that
Godfather?
Godfather. Okay.
Yep.
And
fucking Champ got 16 points between Gazicki and Cole.
That's it?
Yeah. Ooh. So, yeah, B-Man, you have a chance. You better not fuck this up like you usually do.
And then it's Bye-Week Jake versus
Angry Tom. It's a great slate. I'm telling you, great slate.
Somebody's going to get a win in that one.
Yeah, somebody's got to get a win. All right. Beer review. What do you think, Muck?
This is
delicious.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite pumpkin beers. It's an all-time great. I mean, just buy it. If you're into pumpkin beers, buy it. Shipyard Pumpkinhead. It's amazing. It's a young, fast, and strong.
The rim job was overrated.
Yeah, it was.
Rim job was totally overrated.
It takes away from the beer.
It does take away from the beer.
It takes away from the beer.
I don't know why Pop likes them so much.
No, that was the first time I had a rim job, and it'll probably be the last.
Yeah, I think it was stupid.
Yeah, don't fuck up with
I didn't like the rim job. Like, I liked it a little bit, like 2 times, but like overall, I didn't like it that much.
I kept drinking from the same spot, so I didn't drink the rim job.
I started doing that, and I was like, oh, wow, I don't like the rim job. No, yeah, I'm a believer in the Shipyard Pumpkinhead. I kind of wish, 4.5%, I wish it was a little bit stronger.
No, I like my pumpkin beers weak.
I think if it was like a 6%, it'd be like perfect, but I am a believer in the Shipyard.
I don't drink any. I didn't drink any, but listen, it's a good beer. It's a beer that has pumpkin flavor. It's not like,
but it's not overpowering.
It's not overly sweet. It's not.
It tastes like a beer.
Right. Thank you. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's top 3 pumpkin beers on the market.
Y'all got anything else?
I would say top 5, but definitely top 5.
Yeah, let's see if we can find the top 5 this fall.
All right.
Winter, yeah, let's go through our top 5 pumpkin beers. I think that'd be a great beer review theme.
I would like
something for our viewers and listeners to look forward to.
So
I would love to postpone that for a year, but
last week of October.
What?
Last week of October, we'll give our top 5.
Oh, yeah, sure. Whatever. Yeah. We're trying. Hey, whatever. We're just trying to get episodes out. We got our last episode out. We're trying to get this episode out. We got some stuff going. We're on YouTube. We got a new camera. Hopefully, we look better. We got.
Hopefully, the battery stayed alive the entire time.
It's not on anymore. I tried my best.
Don't forget about it. We're done. The show's over. End it.
We're gonna get sued.
Take us out, host.
Follow us at the OTL PC on Twitter, the OTL Podcast on Instagram. Like us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Listen to us everywhere. I'm Alex. This is X and Muckin.
Hey, Bye-Week Jake, was this a fun enough episode for you?
Yeah.
He's a fucking idiot. Start fucking vesting. You suck, Bye-Week Jake. That's why you got your nickname, and you fucking suck.
No, not Bye-Week Jake. That was Scuba Steve. Never mind. Scuba Steve called us out.
Hold on.
Fuck you too, Bye-Week Jake.
Fuck you, Scuba Steve. You fucking suck. You're vested. I appreciate you, but you fucking suck.
And fuck you, B-Man. Over the line! Woo!